A strange power indeed. I shall remember you all.
This is the game Final Fantasy fans have been waiting years for. Fantasian Neo Dimension is a masterpiece and a throwback to an era of RPGs that are still unrivaled. Developed by a passionate team, Fantasian stands out with its unique approach. Every backdrop is handcrafted real-world dioramas, offering a striking and unforgettable visual style that sets it apart from your typical 3D environments we see in modern games. You travel to realms of machines, humans, and others that keep you wanting to move forward and see what lies around the next corner. As you get further into the game, the details become even more impressive, like snow on treetops and the look of the Chaos Realm. And realizing that they were handmade makes the level of detail even more impressive. The character models are very different but fit perfectly into the world. They are similar in some ways to Final Fantasy IX with a blend of Final Fantasy VIII. Whether you're seeing the town of Vence, the capital city of Vibra, the dark dungeons, or the stunning wilderness, they all make it easy to lose yourself in this world for hours. There is one area though where they tried something new that might not have been the best choice. Instead of the classic camera shifts from past static background style games, they try to pan or rotate the camera by blending multiple images of the backgrounds. In theory, this is a good idea, but in practice, it's more disorienting than just a normal shift. And at times, because it's made from photos, you can see areas where it wasn't cut out smoothly. Shadows and effects like fog can also cause some visual issues. While these can be distracting, they're minor and they don't detract from the overall experience. Now, looks are only one part, and gameplay is king in any game. And this game nails that classic turn-based gameplay with some changes that add a bit of depth. Random battles are back, but with a way that makes them less annoying. The Dimengion is a device that captures enemies from the battlefield and stores them in a different dimension. You start off with a cap of 30. Once you reach it, you have to fight all 30 enemies in a single battle, opening up the combat's more strategic elements. In Fantasian, piercing attacks and magic pass through multiple enemies, allowing you to aim your attacks and even curve your magic attacks around enemies that are blocking to take out a healer. And in the Dimension battles, power-ups and boosts appear on the battlefield, like Attack Up, adding another layer to the already great combat system. All of the classic combat mechanics are still here, like enemy weaknesses against certain elements and even a tension bar later in the game that works like a limit break system from classic Final Fantasy games, letting you unleash a massive attack. Several of the game's features, though, don't open up until later on. You eventually gain a skill tree, weapon enhancements, and upgrades. You can even switch out party members mid-battle like Final Fantasy X, so you can focus on an enemy's weakness or add a healer if you need it. The difficulty is hard at times, but it's something to overcome with strategy, leveling up, or going back to past towns to find chests or complete side quests. While the world isn't that big in comparison to other games, it packs every part of that world full. By the end, if you have been exploring and taking your time, you will know every area of the game by heart. It is perfectly balanced in terms of world size and the challenge the game offers.
Here goes nothing.
Now, with any great classic style RPG, music is a focal point and is needed to set the mood and tone for the entire game. Fantasian has the greatest video game composer of all time at the helm, Nobuo Uematsu. It even has the option to use some of his music from past Final Fantasy games. The game does have some voice acting, but it's used sparingly and mostly during cutscenes, and these memory-style segments that add extra backstory to the game. And they can be skipped and watched later if you want to. The story is really good, and the characters have personalities that make them enjoyable. And when it comes to the writing of the game, it does something that is desperately missing from most modern games, and that is editing. It gives you just enough detail without over-explanation of things going on, letting you put the pieces together yourself, which makes you more invested in the events and characters. This is a special game that Final Fantasy fans, like myself, never thought they would see again. An RPG made by Hironobu Sakaguchi with music by Nobuo Uematsu, the two legends that made Final Fantasy what it was. Fantasian is a modern classic. While it has a few issues like the camera panning, its artistry, heart, and clear passion from those who made it make it a must-play for RPG fans. So, are you going to play or pass? And what are some of your favorite memories from classic RPGs? Let me know in the comments, and would you kindly leave a like and subscribe, and I'll talk to y'all later.